fuck? ICE going crazy. Alright, ahí va, come to me.
Lo están corriendo. Look at him. Bitch ass nigga. Look, they riding around in minivans and shit.
Now, when I heard Migo say puta, then the other motherfucking Migo say bitch ass nigga, boy, I know it's about to go down. Boy, y'all better quit fucking with these Migos, boy. Charlotte.
We don't want you got here. Get the fuck out of here.
They ain't playing.
Piece of shit ass niggas. And you guys are finna do what I shot with you, motherfuckers.
Migo say get out the block.
Reba, tell me what happened this morning in your front yard.
We had two Hispanic workers decorating our Christmas tree, which is right behind us, and Border Patrol rolled up on the sidewalk here. Two guys popped out, fully armed with all their gear, and they began speaking in Spanish. My two guys, one of them was up on a ladder, actually near the top where the lights are, and he was just, kind of at that point frozen on the ladder, and the other guy was standing down here holding lights for him. I had my safety weapon phone, and I just started recording him. They left.
Seeing Customs and Border Patrol protection on your property,
Absolutely
how did you feel?
Absolutely terrifying. I was sitting on my steps drinking coffee. I was half asleep. I was not dressed. I mean, I was concerned about this happening. We've got great people here. I'm sure there's some bad people. There's bad people everywhere. It's a great city. And nobody's going to regret moving here if you come here with the right kind of heart. And that includes our immigrants, and that's why some of them come here.
paying anyone to be here, y'all. It's because you believe in it. And if you hear that anywhere else, it's not true. I don't know anyone who's being paid to be out here. We're doing this because we believe in it. Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Power to the people! No one is illegal! Power to the people, baby.
Yes, I was. I saw you.
No MAGA here. Only love.
I can see it's very obvious when you were to black.
No one is illegal!
No one is illegal! No one is illegal! Now everyone's coming into the park. We just finished the march itself.
And now they back. Telling you, if you're Hispanic or anything of that sort, do not come to Audie's on Freedom Drive. They lost something. Cause they ain't real cops. You're not real cops. You're not real cops. They're not cops. That's why they don't know what they doing.
They almost hit us.
In his car. In his car. They ain't saying nothing to us.
Yeah, that's ICE. They almost hit us.
Yeah.
They here, they hop out, swing the doors and shit.
Y'all should have got out a little closer to him. Maybe I would have got him.
He did.
I know y'all did. Y'all should leave him alone. Right, that man ain't bothering nobody. He trying to feed his kids.
He hopped out the car and they swarmed me.
Piece of shit.
It broke that shit too. Hey.
¿Qué están haciendo? Oh my gosh. Dios mío, ¿por qué? Bueno. Estoy muy ocupada, perdón.
In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus.
Oh, cielo santo. Mucho.
In the name of Jesus. I bind this up in the name of Jesus. This ain't nothing but some demons.
Sí, usted váyase para allá.
Exactly. In the name of Jesus.
Ya están corriendo.
What is he saying?
They're trying to go away.
I'm at the ICE facility at 1901 Crossbeam Drive. This is one of the plates. Here is another one. another. Another. And another. Some of them parked at the building are more than likely their personal vehicles. I'm not going to take any videos or pictures of those, unfortunately, because I need to try to keep this as legal as possible.
Hello everyone, I'm Linda. I'm here in Charlotte. Let me try to clear up some confusion between ICE and Border Patrol. ICE has been in Charlotte from the beginning. They have a field office here. However, they have stepped up their raids since the announcement that the Border Patrol is coming. ICE is supposed to work within the country, the Border Patrol along the nation's border. But they are using Charlotte's International Airport as justification for an international border. Border Patrol, which is led by Greg Bovino, tend to be more aggressive than ICE. We saw them patrolling the streets of Chicago. Their presence in Charlotte will add more manpower to have a bigger show of force on our streets. And they will add more armed thugs to our streets, drastically increasing the amount of immigration raids and arrests taking place. I think this is about optics. Both ICE and Border Patrol are part of DHS under the leadership of Kristi Noem, and her cosplay tactics are clearly spilling over. Think of the photo op they staged at the Chicago Bean. I think this show of force is meant to instill fear, to try to get sanctuary cities to back down, and to give MAGA something to cheer about. It's not lost on me that the Epstein issue has intensified in this last week, and anything that can try to pull the focus off of Epstein is the goal. For those of you coming to the ICE Out protest today, please, please, please keep it peaceful. They are hoping to see acts of aggression on our part, footage they can play over and over and over again, acting as if it is from different events to show just how violent a group we are. I hope to see waving inflatable animals, positive energy, maybe a little line dancing. I know you are angry. I am too. But we need the world and MAGA to see us fighting hate with love, standing for justice against injustice. Let's use Chicago, let's use Portland, let's use Los Angeles as our models. I hope to see you today at 2 p.m. at First Ward Park, doing what John Lewis asked us to do. Let's make good trouble. Bye, everyone.
Yes.
What a bunch of wusses. Cover your faces. Cover your faces like a bunch of wusses. Oh my God. They're hassling you, gentlemen, because they can't do the job that you do. It is. They're hassling you because they can't do the job you do. They have to cover their faces like toddlers. Yeah, pull it up. This is disgusting. Unbelievable. Nobody wants you here. Get in your truck and get out of here. Why are you hassling them? Why are you hassling them? Why are you hassling them? wrestling them. Does this make you feel like a man? Does this make you feel like a man?
We're doing our job, man.
This is not what anybody wants you to do. Does this make you guys feel manly with your faces covered and your glasses on where nobody can see you?
Be careful, man. We're gonna move.
God, you should be disgusted with yourselves. You should be disgusted with yourselves. You go to bed at night and feel good about what you do during the day?
Be careful.
Really?
Watch your feet, please. Thank you.
What's your name? ¿Cómo te llamas? What is your name? Say it louder. What's your name?
I'm both sick and also stressed to the max right now. I wanted to come on here and give you some updates on the icy conditions of Charlotte and also the fact that they're popping up BPs everywhere. So you guys need to be aware of what's happening right now. Best way to protect yourself is to stay home. Y'all need to stay home as much as possible. If you can, get your neighbors and your friends to help with groceries, doing pickups and things of that nature, because when I tell you there's icy conditions everywhere, like this city is freezing. It is freezing. So I'm going to give you a couple of the roads that I've seen that are iced over, and I'm also going to share with you some businesses and parking lots and places to avoid if you have to be out. But if not, make it a family weekend and please stay home. The businesses and parking lots that they are known for staging in: Lowe's, Target, Home Depot, cemeteries, police stations, hospitals, parks, and really anything owned by the city. Always keep an ear out for horns and whistles. If you hear whistling or horns 3 in a row, that means there's a sighting. If you hear one long one, that means it's getting busy. There have been reports of gas on the entire block, gas in random neighborhoods, gas in cars. Try to support businesses that have the signs that say we don't serve them. We don't serve the elves, okay? Just because it's snowy and icy roads and conditions here, we don't serve the snow bunnies. Try to support them. If you're gonna be out, try to support them because they're gonna receive backlash for that type of support. Be on the lookout for vehicles with temporary tags and blacked out windows. That has been one of their signatures, is temporary tags, blacked out windows. Here are the areas that I've seen so far. Icy conditions on the road and blocks of ice. Independence, Ree Road, South Boulevard, Central, Shamrock, Arkdale, Concord Mills, W.C. Harris, and Stonecrest. University area, definitely university area, and definitely university area dressed in plain clothes. A lot of Panthers fans all of a sudden today. Y'all be careful. I'm sorry. I'm scared. Please be careful. Stay inside if you can. And anyone that's available to help and be there for their neighbors, please do so. I'll keep you guys updated as I get more information.
So the Trump administration has deployed a very large amount of Border Patrol and ICE agents into North Carolina today. And on day one, they're already going after innocent U.S. citizens, smashing this guy's window and dragging him out of the car. Take a look at this.
They just ID'd him. You broke his fucking windows. There was another truck that was here and ID'd him already. The fuck is going on? Just show him your ID again. This is bullshit. What the fuck?
That is completely unacceptable and outright unconstitutional. There is no other way to put it. Prior to that recording, another group of agents already stopped that guy and he proved his citizenship, so they let him go. But then a second group of agents showed up, smashed the windows out of his car, dragged him out, assaulted him, and detained him anyway. You could hear the guy recording screaming that he had already shown proof of his citizenship, but of course ICE doesn't care. They simply just acted like they had unlimited power, because under Trump, unfortunately, they do. When you tell these agencies to round them up and set a ridiculous 3,000 arrests a day goal, this is what happens. U.S. citizens get harassed. This attack in Charlotte was not an accident. It's the logical outcome of Trump's rhetoric, calling immigrants animals, labeling entire groups as criminals and terrorists who are destroying this country, and, of course, telling ICE to do whatever they want. When our leaders dehumanize people, their agents stop distinguishing between citizens and non-citizens. They just see brown skin or an accent and automatically assume guilt. A local news outlet confirmed every detail to this story, so it's not speculation or a rumor, it is documented.
Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, November 15th here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I am outside of the Home Depot on South Boulevard. I was responding to an ICE verifier chat in less than 10 minutes around 9 a.m. However, as I was getting out of my vehicle, they were already on their way out as a member of the community was here by pure coincidence preparing for an indivisible anti-ICE pop-up protest. This member immediately stopped what they were doing, took action, and began to document. So thanks to them, we have some photos that I can share here and with the community. They decided to leave their staging operation as she began to take photos, and she described heavily tinted windows and out-of-state plates from Washington and California. I can officially confirm this myself as I stuck around for the protest, and they just now returned at 11:30. I guess to see if things had calmed down, I was able to take some footage that you can see here as well. And here is actually an interview with that member of the community as she describes what she saw and how she decided to take action. So, hey guys, I'm here with one of the members of the community who was first to respond to the agents present here at Home Depot on South Boulevard in Charlotte, North Carolina. So for those at home curious as what happened, can you describe what that scene looked like as you stumbled upon it?
Sure, yeah, so we were already out getting reports of ICE in the area, staging up. And so I was close by, driving around, when I got the report that they were here in the Home Depot parking lot. When I pulled in, there were more than a dozen SUVs, generally running, moving, filled with agents. So I wasn't able to see many of them. The ones I could see were all in tactical gear. They were masked. They were getting in and out of vehicles and seemed to be just getting organized to leave. I heard that they had snatched somebody from the parking lot before I got here, but I didn't see that. They seemed to be staging up to invade our city. That's what it feels like when you see them. They look like military. They were watching me take pictures. I got out among the vehicles and took photos of the vehicles, took photos trying to make sure that we could recognize them. And as I approached the vehicles, they were rolling up the windows so that I couldn't take pictures of their faces, but what I could see is they were masked. They were quiet. They didn't speak to me. They did not try to impede me taking photos. I walked among all of the vehicles taking pictures, and then they started slowly pulling out. There was one Customs and Border Patrol pickup truck, white pickup truck, that had all the logo information, but the rest of them were just nondescript, very large SUVs and vans that had Illinois plates and other local plates. They were not government plates. And since they left, we've seen a couple drive by us. But what I understand is they are out in the community harassing the citizens of Charlotte, the people of Charlotte, community members, scaring people and generally being horrible.
Now, given that context, I mean, you mentioned they seem militarized, a lot of gear. You mentioned that on your way there, that you had reports that had just taken someone. You've seen videos of them terrorizing the community. I mean, obviously it takes a lot of bravery to go up and do some of the things you did. Can you tell me some of the first things that went through your head or your mind were as you kind of pulled up to this scene?
The first thing I thought is, I have a right to be here. This is my community. They do not have a right to be here. I have a right to take photos of them in public places. I have the right to do that. I was scared, but not scared enough not to do it. And I felt like at that point was some of our best opportunities to be able to identify the vehicles so that people throughout the day can help protect community members from these beasts.
Right, I really appreciate you. Courage is contagious, so I really appreciate you standing up in the face of this adversity. Do you have anything to say to the rest of the community here as federal agents continue operations here in Charlotte?
We all need to protect each other. We all need to provide safe spaces for people to be safe from these folks. I think it's important that we talk to each other, that we do not hide, that we recognize that we have rights here. This is our community, and we should all be protecting our community members.
Awesome. And I know that you were originally here because of a protest being organized against these federal agents coming to town. Do you want to plug that organization here?
Well, absolutely. So the beginning of the Home Depot protests were started by Disappeared in America. They started the Home Depot protests because Home Depot has been for many years a place where day laborers can gather to get work, where people would come to get workers to help them with jobs. It's been part of the business model of Home Depot. It has helped them for many, many years, and they are now turning on that community. They are allowing these people, ICE and Border Patrol, to use their parking lots to stage up for activities. They're allowing them to use their surveillance systems to know when there are people here that they can grab. So they are helping to bring down people who've been part of their business model. They're betraying them completely. And we want people to know that we should not be supporting an organization that is betraying community members.
Awesome. Thank you so much again for the impact that you're having here. Each ripple, like I've said before on this channel, contributes to a larger tidal wave, and it's so important that we come together for community right now, and thank you so much for embodying that movement. Cheers, everybody. Coincidentally, Spectrum News was here to cover the protest as well and told me that while agents were cordial, they were pressing for information, as they seemed to be under the impression that they may have had some insider info and were, you know, they're ahead of their staging operation, maybe trying to catch them off guard. But I'm actually going to head out here because there's arrests being made everywhere. The verifier chat is popping off. I'm going to see if I can find some other things going on. Thanks for tuning in.
Guys, if you're in Charlotte, North Carolina, hear me out. I was going back home, coming from getting my oil changed done on Central Avenue. If you know Central Avenue and you live in Charlotte, you know that that area has a lot of Hispanic restaurants, shops, and stores. And I was driving back home and I saw two individuals running one after the other. I was like, wait, what's going on? And I made the connection when I saw 2 or 3 SUVs, green SUVs, parked. I was like, that must be Border Patrol, CBP. And the officer was wearing green, chasing another individual, Hispanic male, running for his life, literally, bro. I was like, wait, what's going on? And I tried to record it because I was listening to a voice message from a friend, and I was trying to set up my phone. It just happened so fast. So I'm going to attach the video so you can see. You might hear my friend's voice in the background because I was listening to the audio while I was recording, but I was crazy. So they're out there, and I'm sure there are other target locations, but just be careful. Just be careful.
No, probably just
guys, this is ICE.
Probably cleaning up a little bit.
What? Guys, this is ICE arresting somebody. That's crazy. Wow.
So ICE is here in Charlotte now, and that video that I just saw is disturbing and disgusting as all hell. The fact that that 13-year-old baby got detained the way that he did, and all those adults were standing around and nothing happened. Yeah, we need to let Chicago and New York be a template for us moving forward, okay? We are past the posting and bringing awareness. We know what's going on. We know what it is that they're doing. There's strength in numbers. So if you happen to see my black behind out here fighting and protesting against them, because that's definitely the energy I'm coming with, all right? Do me a favor. Get out and join me. Don't be a punk or a coward and post it. And no, you're not helping the situation. You're not at this point. There's strength in numbers. We cannot let them bully us. The fact that Chicago and New York is going ham and we just gonna sit here and let this happen? All right, listen, I understand Southern hospitality, but now is not the time for that.
That's a protest. For what?
ICE.
Oh my gosh. Right at our hotel. You cannot make this up.
We knew it was coming.
I gotta see Mr. Rusty.
They're blocking the damn traffic. What does that say?
Charlotte and surrounding areas, icy roads have worsened today, and they're expected to worsen throughout the weekend. This is what I've got so far for sightings. It's Brookshire Boulevard. We've got Ray Road, East Independence Boulevard near Albemarle. If you're heading towards 485, Independence and Highway 74. They're heavy in the University area. East Charlotte, they're everywhere. They've been spotted at job sites in Concord. I'm heading to Concord now. Mount Holly and Huntersville Road at Brookshire. They've been seen at the Wendover Home Depot, off of Sugar Creek, also off of Sugar Creek Road, off of Highland and Archdale, at the Pineville Home Depot, and South Boulevard and Westinghouse. That's where all the icy conditions are that I've seen today. I'll keep you posted. I'm gonna just be out for the day. If you know where they're taking detainees, I think I found it, I'm not sure yet, please let me know. If anybody wants to get a group of people together to do this, I'm only one person, but I will be out making sure that I'm getting the word out as much as possible. But if anybody wants to connect and do this and like, anyway, just be careful for the road conditions in Charlotte.
ICE operations in Charlotte have tripled arrests this year, creating uncertainty for 150,000 foreign-born residents. This impacts rental markets as tenants relocate and buyers hesitate. Landlords face higher vacancy rates while some neighborhoods see shifting demand. Stay informed through official city updates and community organizations to protect your housing decisions. How do you think this could affect Charlotte neighborhoods?
Let's do it.
So there's a lot of stuff going on about ICE immigration, and about recently we found out that they're coming to Charlotte, North Carolina next, which either supposedly they already came today, but regardless, we're gonna talk about the things that you need to do if you are in North Carolina. Voy a tratar de traducir en español para la gente que no entiende inglés. Mi español no es muy perfecto, pero voy a intentar lo más que puedo. Remember, one of the first things you need to do is do not be afraid. Yes, it is very rough what the situation is going on right now. I know it is a scary time that we're going through, you know, with family and stuff. But remember, we need to stay prepared for whatever happens. There is no guarantee to anything, but we must stay prepared. Do not just fear into them, just be prepared. Una de las más importantes cosas que uno debe que hacer es prepararse. No caes en el temor. No cae en el temor por ellos, porque eso es lo que quieren. Quieren que ustedes caigan en el temor y pensar que no hay solución. Pero hay maneras que puede escapar de esta situación. Y si no puede, pues cosas pasan de verdad. Pero hay que estar listo por cualquier cosa que pasa, sea lo que sea. One of the things is that if you work, whether you're a citizen or you have TPS or you have no documents, if you work, save your money. Please, save your money. Si usted está trabajando ahorita, aunque si tiene papeles o aunque si tiene TPS o cualquier protección ahorita, o si no tiene ningún documento legales, guarda tu dinero, por favor. Por favor, guarda tu dinero. No gastas en nada que lo que no necesitas. Remember, the goal that you're trying to do right now is not go out as much as you can. Try to least pop out. Only go out when you really need to. Acuerda que lo que tú quieres hacer ahorita es no salir. Quédate en tu casa. Pero cuando es de verdad de una emergencia que necesitas salir, es la única manera. Pero no salgas si no hay necesidad. Remember, if you are a U.S. citizen, remember, you can fight back legally against them. So that's why it's very important that you have money saved up too, so that you can have your lawyers set it up and everything. Si usted es un ciudadano de aquí como yo, acuerda que aunque hay gente que no tiene papeles, que no puede batallar como nosotros sí podemos. Entonces acuerda que la Corte Suprema se salieron que le puede jalarte solo por tu raza y por la idioma que hablas. Entonces recuerda que ellos no pueden detener ciudadanos, y si le tratan, recuerda, guarda tu dinero para preparar abogados para batallar este problema que está pasando. Another point I want to pull out is, if you're grocery shopping, shop as much as you can. I know I just said try to save your money, but remember, the money is for the necessities, the emergency. So try to store as much food as you can so that you don't have to go out. Otra cosa que yo me estoy fijando, que la comida. Si necesitas comida, acuerda, trata de comprar lo más que puedes porque no quieres salir. El punto es que no quieres salir en este tiempo que estamos ahorita. I know that this is a rough situation, don't get me wrong. This situation has scared me from the start. So I know what that fear is like, but remember, it is very important that we stay alerted and prepared. It is fine to feel scared, but we cannot cave into that fear. Remember, that is what they want. Yo entiendo este dolor. Cuando el primero de este año, cuando empezó, yo estuve sufriendo del temor de lo que pueden hacer esta gente. Pero en este punto, en vez de caer en el temor, tenemos que estar preparados. Y es normal de sentir miedo, pero no a caer en ese temor. Acuerda que nosotros somos fuertes juntos y hay que quedarnos alerta y prepararnos. I hope this video blows up, and I don't want to blow up for my sake, but because stuff like this really needs to come out. I'm looking all over my For You page, and there's literally not enough people talking about this, which is why I'm posting stuff like this, because I am upset myself that stuff like this isn't going out enough. And maybe it's because they're silencing us, like shadow banning maybe, but it is very important that we keep pushing. We need to keep fighting back. But that is all I have for today. And as always, just stay safe, be careful, and may God be with y'all. Yo espero que este video se explota, y el problema es porque no hay suficiente gente que habla de esta situación. O sea, todo le parece en mi página y yo no veo suficiente gente mencionando en esta situación. Yo entiendo que mucha gente no quiere hablar mucho de este problema porque tiene temor, pero es bien importante que hablamos y avisamos a toda la gente, más que todo a los hispanos que no entienden la idioma de este país también. Claro, no hay un idioma oficial en este país, pero la mayoría se habla inglés, y el problema es que muchos no entienden o no saben cómo hablar inglés. Entonces es bien importante para nosotros que somos ciudadanos, unos que son hijos de tus papás, es bien importante que estás allí por ellos, porque estamos en una situación tan terrible ahorita. Pero espero que este video explota para que llegar a ayudar a los demás que están sufriendo esta situación. Y como siempre, que Dios está con nosotros.
A notice for my Charlotte people. ICE is reportedly staying at the Courtyard by Marriott in Charlotte Steel Creek. Address is 8536 Outlets Boulevard, Charlotte, North Carolina 28278. It would be a shame if people gathered out there and made all the noise in the world so that they don't sleep or blow up Marriott's phones. Anyways, y'all have a good one.
Hey guys, some news out of Charlotte, North Carolina today. Federal officials have confirmed that they are doing an ICE operation down there, immigration operations, picking people up, deportations, things like that. And I think it's going to be coming to more Democrat cities, and I'm glad about that, honestly. I mean, I think we need to get the illegal immigrants out of this country. I think we should not care about people that come from other countries illegally here more than we care about our own citizens. I'm not worried about the illegal Mexicans or the illegal Venezuelans or Hondurans or Colombians or any of them, to be honest.
Update on the icy conditions here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'm going to tell you all the roads that have been super icy today. I-85 near North Tryon exit, South Boulevard close to Westinghouse, a lot of South Boulevard. If you're familiar with South Boulevard, it's very icy, kind of where the car dealerships and the little strip mall restaurants are over there. Pineville near Atrium. Also Pineville near the Cookout, the Home Depot, and a little bit further up from the Home Depot if you're heading towards like where the Pop Shelf is. So all of that Pineville Matthews Road there. Also North Tryon and Atondo Avenue. I'm sorry if I didn't say that correctly. North Tryon and Atondo Avenue, where the new luxury apartments are being built on the corner. Charlotte Immigration Court, of course, they were there today. Super icy. And Central Avenue in East Charlotte. There's been lots of areas of icy conditions. So just be aware. If you know any other places in Charlotte, North Carolina where there are icy conditions, please put them in the comments. Get the word out. Let's make sure we protect each other, and I'll keep you posted.
Up against immigration agents being allowed in public areas at schools without permission.
This comes. I ain't trying to be rude or nothing, but who the hell gave ICE the permission to go up inside a damn school? Only thing them kids trying to do is is play at recess and get a damn education. It's bad enough that some of y'all ICE agents are jacking the teenagers up out of classrooms. Some of y'all send her jacking teenagers up off the streets, and the parents don't even know where their kids are. And then y'all doing the same thing to the parents. Here's what I want to say. Fuck you to ICE. Fuck you to the Trump administration. And anybody who supports ICE and the Trump administration, fuck you with gasoline draw zone.
Charlotte, North Carolina, I wanted to let you know that Super G-Mart has put out a sign in front of their store in Pineville saying that icy roads are not allowed in that area. And they also have a basket. I'll put it right here. They have a basket with Know Your Rights cards in it. I just wanted to make you aware of that. I just left there a couple of minutes ago and wanted to give the update that they have put out signs that says that ICE is not allowed on their property or in their store, and they've put out baskets of Know Your Rights cards. I'll still be driving by and monitoring that area because a piece of paper's never stopped anybody. But I want you to know that there are companies and small businesses that are looking out for their community. Like I said, Compare Foods is offering free deliveries for anybody that does not want to leave their house. And Super G Mart has put out signage saying that ICE is not allowed, as well as Know Your Rights cards. I'll be heading back out here soon. I have a few leads that I need to confirm, and I'll just keep everybody posted. Just stay safe, Charlotte.
To all my Hispanic brothers and sisters in Charlotte, North Carolina, this is a PSA. Boy, y'all better get y'all asses in the house. Y'all hear me? Get in the house. Normally, this whole parking lot back behind me is full. The Amiga is here. They in Charlotte. They was on North Tryon the other day, and they down here on Wendover now. I mean, not Wendover, but Woodlawn. So please go in the house, get out the way, call in today. Like, it don't make no sense. This whole parking lot is normally full, but the brothers and sisters just, boy, they just came through with them badges, and they clearing this motherfucker out. So be careful. Be on your P's and Q's. This is crazy. Y'all good? This is crazy. So if you ain't
What's your name?
So, good morning. Good morning, North Carolina. ICE will be in Charlotte. See, I used to have this conversation when people do, we really believe that ICE will come to North Carolina. Some people say they don't believe that would actually happen due to the fact that North Carolina turned to be a red state. But ICE is on their way to Charlotte, North Carolina. So to all those that I try to say to them, they're going to go wherever they want to go. They're going to go wherever they are ordered to go. Now, make sure, like everybody else is doing in that they did in Chicago, they did in Baltimore, they did in Philly, they did in Texas. Y'all better stop that nonsense. And like our governor said, they are locking up Americans and holding them for days. Keep in mind, some people might be on their last leg at their job. Job might have been wanting to get you out. They not gonna care nothing about the ICE mistaking you for illegal immigrant. And to my black folk and some of my mixed folk that look like other than what you actually are, yeah, be wary, because sometimes people think I'm Dominican, and I'm like, no, I'm not. It depends on how I wear my hair, depending on, what color my hair is that day. So, Charlotte, y'all better stand up. And it means that they in Charlotte, they come into all parts of the triad. But I need the governor to do a little bit more than say, well, we're just waiting to hear from them. Oh, you're going to hear from them. Most definitely. Are you going to stand up like the Chicago governor and put your officers in place to stop them from just doing wrong things. First of all, they shouldn't even be here. They're going to have their faces covered. They're not going to have any badges on. And I don't know why the governor would even want to deal with that, but he needs to stand up just like the Chicago governor did. But anyway, yes, ICE is now making their way or already in Charlotte, North Carolina. I be trying to tell y'all, the only orange I like is the orange in my hat. That's it. Sometimes, look, yep. Y'all have a good day.
My father, Jose Martinez, was detained on his way to work on Wednesday, May 14th. After being stopped on Central Avenue, my father is a devoted father of 11 children. When he met my mother, she already had 4 children, whom he lovingly raised as his own. Together they had 7 more, 5 of whom are still underage. Despite countless challenges, my father worked tirelessly to build his own business and provide for our family. He has been our sole provider, ensuring we always had food and a roof over our head. On May 14th, while he was driving to work in his work van, he was stopped and questioned by about his immigration status and taken by immigration agents. The hours and days that followed were agonizing. We desperately tried to navigate a broken and unresponsive immigration system designed to make finding a loved one nearly impossible. This past weekend, I drove 6 hours to Stewart Douglas Detention Center, where my father is being held and his co-workers and many of our neighbors. Since his detention, I have struggled to sleep, tormented by the thought that he was left unfed for days and is suffering while being detained. For the first time in my life, I saw my father cry. The man who had always been our rock, our provider, was reduced to tears and it shattered our hearts. ICE operations are acts of violence. We call out elected officials to denounce these actions and protect immigrant families to the best of their ability. Thank you.
This is Border Patrol. What the fuck? Why are y'all doing that?
What the fuck, guys? He was ready for them.
Yeah, and what was he doing?
Obviously, he was actually illegal.
He was what? What?
Illegal.
How do you know? Exactly.
Excuse me.
How do you know? Exactly.
He just admitted it. That's what we do interviews, ma'am. We do interviews.
I'm sure. Yeah. I really have to.
You might want to disagree.
Go ahead and come. Exactly.
That's not nice.
Thank you. Well, are you doing nice things?
Absolutely. Making the community safer for you.
He wasn't doing anything. Exactly. I bet you he was grocery shopping or something like that.
Could be. Criminal grocery shop, they gotta eat too.
Yeah, they do. And you know what? Most of the time, they're not actually doing anything wrong.
Well, just a little while ago, Border Patrol agents came through for a second time to this parking lot here in South Charlotte at this Home Depot. Now, the first time that they came through, we were already coming out here for a planned protest that was set to begin around 10 a.m. this morning. And our chief photographer, Kurt Story, came out a little early and saw just a little before 9:30 some unmarked cars pull in, followed by some marked CPB vehicles and some Border Patrol agents get out of those vehicles. Now, take a look at this video that we have. You can see some of those Border Patrol agents detaining a man, searching him and putting him into one of their marked cars. This all happened around 9:30 this morning in the parking lot here at this Home Depot on South Boulevard in Charlotte, just about a half hour before a planned protest from Indivisible Charlotte was set to take place. And we spoke to the organizers of that protest. They told us that they saw the trucks in the parking lot, but she did not see the man being taken into custody. Still, she says that the entire situation is very disappointing, and she does not think that Border Patrol belongs here in the city of Charlotte.
Being on our streets dressed like that is just a scare tactic, and they don't belong here and they know it, And when you walk up to them, they roll up their windows and try to hide. They're all wearing masks. They're hiding because they know what they're doing is wrong.
Now, this was one of 2 planned protests here in the city of Charlotte, protesting against Border Patrol agents being here in the city. The second one is set to begin at 2 p.m. in First Ward Park, and we are going to cover that event as well. Reporting here in Charlotte, Courtney Davis, Spectrum News.
Here for Charlotte. If they come in and they are targeted in what they do, we will thank them. If they come in and wreak havoc and cause chaos and fear, we will be very concerned.
You'll just be concerned? And after that, she goes, is there anything you could do? And he goes, I mean, they have national jurisdiction. We'd like them to tell us what they're doing. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Brother, what? You have a Gestapo coming in and kidnapping people off the streets, and the best you can offer is we're going to be concerned? Not even, like, hypothetically putting up a fight. What the fuck are you? And they explicitly asked about Chicago, about the brutality we are seeing in Chicago. And his response first wasn't, we are going to defend North Carolinians as much as possible. His response was, yeah, I don't know. We're going to be concerned if we see the same shit that we've always seen ever from ICE. But this is the problem, because he isn't against it. He still thinks that ICE is anything but a literal paramilitary invading his state. And I shit you not, when they do come to my hometown of Charlotte and do the same shit to the black and brown residents of Charlotte, North Carolina, he's going to be like, oh, this is terrifying to see. I hate to see this. Wow, this is disgusting of President Trump. Bitch. Fucking do something. Mobilize your police against these Gestapo that are flagrantly breaking the law. Actually enforce the laws of like habeas corpus, for example, when ICE doesn't show up to the courtroom. Mobilize your attorneys general against ICE. There are so many things you could do that you're not doing, not because you're actually powerless, but because you're a fucking wimp. And, most concerningly, you actually support this.
Congratulations, America. Is this what you wanted? Charlotte, North Carolina. You should be ashamed of yourself. Over 100 construction workers detained today off North Tryon Street by the Music Factory, building an apartment complex where white, blacks, Hispanics, Asians, whoever is going to be living in. That's really cool. Humiliating these people. There's videos all over TikTok right now of foot chases, people hiding in dumpsters, people hiding in bushes trying to get away from ICE. Just remember, despite what other people are telling you, these hardworking individuals are taxpayers, whether they're here illegally or not. This is disgusting, and these hardworking men and women you see in this video are doing jobs that you and I would never think of doing. Grueling hours and grueling conditions. These people are not just roofers, landscapers, housekeepers, restaurant workers. These are business owners and regular people, just like you and I. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Elmo is tired, and Elmo is annoyed, and Elmo is done.
Immigration officials continue to arrest U.S. citizens. The most recent one happened today when a Mr. Willie Aceituno, a 46-year-old Honduran-born U.S. citizen, was arrested by Border Patrol agents in Charlotte, North Carolina. They pulled him over solely based upon the color of his skin on his way to work, busted out his window, drug him from his vehicle, threw him on the ground, and then put him in a car. And eventually, they found the citizenship documentation that he carries upon his person because of these raids, because of how Donald Trump's administration harasses people that have brown skin. He has been forced to carry his citizenship documentation upon his person to keep from being illegally deported from the United States. Now, the Border Patrol for this says, well, he was just in an area with a lot of immigrants, so we just needed to confirm. You needed to confirm by busting out his window, throwing him to the ground, and putting him in handcuffs? You're profiling people solely based upon the color of their skin, and it is not okay. And you're continuing to do this, Department of Homeland Security, across the country. It's not too far down the road that everybody involved in these types of raids and these illegal arrests and detainment of U.S. citizens is going to pay for the crimes they are committing against U.S. citizens and legal residents. We are not too far away before the crimes that these people are committing against anybody, the crimes against humanity that they're committing in the name of Donald Trump and Stephen Miller, are going to be held accountable. And these people are going to find out that there is no protection when you do Donald Trump's bidding. The only people protected is Donald Trump.
Shut the fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain, where there are no more fuck ups to shut.
I don't think that's right.
It isn't fucking right.
No, it ain't right.
What's that?
I don't think that's right.
Yeah, I know illegal aliens in the country are.
No, but it's a better way of doing it. Why you let them come? See, that's the hit.
Back up that.
Why?
The hit.
Back up that way or I'm going to place you under arrest.
It doesn't matter.